Chosen one. This is no coincidence. If you're seeing this right now, it's because you have been chosen. This is not by chance. This is a divine call for you to step fully into your power and embrace the truth of who you are. You are chosen. And now is the time to let the world know, no matter what it takes, the days of hiding are over. No more playing small, no more fear. God is calling you to rise up, declare your truth, and step boldly into your destiny. Everything you've prayed for, hoped for, and waited for is aligning, but first, you must take this final step. Reveal your truth. Don't let the opinions of others hold you back. This is about you walking fully into your divine purpose. And when you make it known, God will do the rest, proving to the world that you are truly chosen. Before we dive into this life-changing message, take a moment to do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and comment the number 11. This number carries a powerful energy, signaling your alignment with this divine moment. Are you ready? Let's begin. The universe is amplifying the energy of this message, and if you are truly the chosen one, you will watch until the end. Take a moment and let these words sink into your soul. This is your time to rise. Let's begin now. God is calling you to step into the light and boldly declare that you are chosen. It doesn't matter what the world thinks, how daunting this journey may seem, or what the cost might be. This is the moment for you to stand tall, rise above it all, and reveal the divine purpose God has placed within you. There is something extraordinary inside you, and it is time to let that light shine. No matter the fears or obstacles you may face, remember this is not just a personal declaration. It is the fulfillment of a mission that God has intricately designed for your life. When you reveal your chosenness, you step into the authority and destiny that God has set before you. Do not let anything or anyone hold you back. You are not just part of the crowd, you have been handpicked for something greater. It's time for you to step forward and walk in your purpose with confidence. You might fear judgment, rejection, or even ridicule. But know this, God's plan for you is unstoppable. The world may mock you, but through your boldness, God will reveal His power. When you declare your truth, you are telling the world that you trust in God's plan for your life, no matter the challenges that arise. Ask yourself, why do you hesitate to declare your chosenness? Why is it so hard to speak out? Is it fear? The fear of being misunderstood, judged, or even abandoned by those closest to you? The truth is, when God calls you, it won't always be easy, and not everyone will understand. But why let fear hold you back? Do you really want to let the opinions of others define you? It's time to recognize that the only opinion that truly matters is God's. You have been chosen, and it is your responsibility to share that truth with the world. The longer you stay silent, the longer the world remains in the dark about the divine mission within you. God's plan for you is unique, and it is meant to be shared. When you hold it in, you're not only keeping it from the world, you are limiting the impact it can have. Step forward with boldness, knowing that declaring your chosenness is not about seeking approval from others, but about honoring the Creator who chose you. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles keeping you from stepping into your true calling. You might wonder, what if I fail? Or what if they laugh at me? The fear of ridicule or rejection can be paralyzing. But remember, fear is not from God. He has already equipped you with everything you need to walk in your purpose. Think of the great leaders and visionaries in history. Many faced ridicule, mockery, and doubt, but what set them apart was their unwavering belief in their calling. They chose to walk in faith despite fear. The journey was not always easy, but their courage changed the world. And you have that same potential. Your declaration of chosenness could be the catalyst for change, not just in your life, but in the lives of others. When you hesitate, you are giving power to fear. It's time to take that power back. By speaking out, you take control of your destiny. Fear will try to hold you down, but God's purpose is greater. When you choose to boldly proclaim your chosenness, you are choosing faith over fear and walking the path that God has set for you. God has given you a voice, and it is time to use it. Don't stay silent. Declare to the world that you are chosen. This is your moment. Stand up and live out the divine mission that God has placed within you. No more stepping back. Speak it out loud. Declare it boldly. The world needs to hear your truth, your purpose, your proclamation that you are chosen. When you speak, you are not just affirming your identity, but also triggering a powerful shift in the spiritual realm. Your words carry power, bearing God's authority and the strength of His plan for you. It is time to break free from the fear of judgment and embrace the power of your voice. When you declare that you are chosen, you are affirming that you are not afraid to walk the path God has set for you. No more hiding in the shadow. Step into the light and speak your truth with confidence. Your boldness will inspire others to do the same. The more you declare it, the more real it becomes. God's will is for you to be a witness to His glory, and that begins with your public declaration. Do not let fear rob you of your power. The world needs to hear that you are chosen, and God is waiting for you to step up and proclaim it. It is easy to stay silent around those who doubt you, friends, family, or even critics. But God calls you to be bold, even in the face of opposition. When you declare it, you are not only standing up for yourself, but also declaring your trust in God's plan. No matter who doubts or mocks you, they may not understand, but you do not need their approval. You only need to walk in the glory of God. You will be amazed at how many hearts will be touched when you courageously declare your truth. Those who doubt you today may stand in awe of what God does in your life tomorrow. This declaration is not just a statement, it is a challenge. You are challenging the world to see you as God sees you. And for those who still do not believe, trust that God will reveal it in His perfect timing. Rejection is one of the greatest fears people face. The fear of being judged, mocked, or dismissed can make you hesitate. But God's word is clear. He has chosen you for a purpose, and no one can hold that back. Fear will try to paralyze you, but you must rise above it. When Jesus walked the earth, He faced rejection from those who should have supported Him the most. Yet, He never wavered in His mission because He knew His purpose was greater than the opinions of others. You must do the same. The truth you carry is more important than any criticism. When you trust in God's plan, you will see how He turns today's rejection into tomorrow's breakthrough. Remember, rejection does not define your worth, it refines your purpose. Every time you face mockery or judgment, it is an opportunity for God's glory to shine even brighter in your life. Do not let fear hold you back. Embrace your chosenness with pride, for you are a reflection of His greatness. Declaring that you are chosen is not just about telling the world, it is a public affirmation that nothing can take away. When you make your calling known, you are inviting God's intervention into every area of your life. This is a pivotal moment. It is not about seeking attention. It is about fulfilling God's plan. The power of public revelation is undeniable. It shifts everything in the spiritual realm. Your declaration has the power to transform your life, like a key unlocking doors you never imagined. The world may not understand now, but when God's will is revealed, everything will become clear. You are chosen. Declare it with all your heart, with courage, with unwavering faith, because this is your moment. The chosen one. Even the skeptics will stand in awe when you make your calling known. When you step forward and declare that you are chosen, you are not just affirming your identity, you are stepping into the divine authority that God has given you. Public revelation is not about seeking approval from others. It is about being obedient to Him. When you boldly speak your truth, you align yourself with God's will, and trust me, when you do this, He will work wonders in your life to prove His power to the world. There will always be doubters, those who cannot see what God has placed within you, but that does not mean you should hide your light. You were chosen for a reason, and now is the time to prove it. When you declare that you are chosen, you are not only affirming your divine calling, but you are also proving to the skeptics that God's power is real. God knows what you are going through, the battles, the doubts, the daily struggles. But when you boldly declare your chosenness, you show the world that your trust is in Him. And when you step out in faith, God will show up in ways that leave the doubters speechless. Your declaration is more than just words, it is an act of faith. And faith pleases God. Do not let your circumstances hold you back. Whether you are struggling financially, battling illness, or dealing with emotional pain, know that God sees exactly where you are. He sees the sleepless nights, the tears, and the moments when you wonder if you can keep going. But in this very moment, He is reminding you that these struggles do not define you. When you reveal your chosenness, You open the door for God to step into your situation and turn things around. There will always be skeptics, those who question your purpose and potential. But God is saying today that He will prove them wrong. When you boldly declare that you are chosen, He will show the world that His plan for you is unstoppable. Trust in His timing. You may not see the full picture right now, but God does. He is working behind the scenes to prove to the world that what He has placed in you is real. Your faithfulness will be rewarded, and those who doubted you will be stunned by God's power. You do not need to defend your purpose. God will fight that battle for you. When you declare your chosenness, you give Him permission to work miracles in your life. We all have moments of doubt, wondering if we are truly capable of fulfilling our calling. But when you declare your chosenness, something incredible happens. Doubt begins to fade, and faith begins to rise. When you speak the truth, you activate a powerful force in the spiritual realm that pushes doubt out and invites God's truth in. Do not be afraid to declare what God has placed within you. Even when doubt tries to creep in, trust that with every word you speak, you are stepping into His greater plan. And when you stand firm in faith, God will reveal His power in ways that leave the world in awe. Do not be afraid to declare your truth. Even when doubt tries to creep in, trust that every word you speak in faith is shaping your future in God's glory. When you speak, you are not just strengthening your faith, you are making way for God to lead your life. The world will never know that you are chosen unless you declare it yourself. Your voice, your testimony, your truth, they matter. This is not about boasting or seeking attention. It is about affirming the plan that God has destined for you. When you boldly speak your truth, you give others the chance to witness the power of God in action. How will the world recognize that you are chosen if you remain silent? Your testimony could be the very light someone needs to guide them to faith. Do not hold back. Speak up. Let the world know who you are and what God has called you to do. You were never meant to live in silence. Your chosenness is a gift, and the world needs to hear about it. Do not rob others of the opportunity to witness God's greatness through you. This is not just about you. It is about fulfilling God's will. His plan for you extends far beyond your personal dreams and desires. It is part of a greater story, one in which you are meant to impact the lives of others. When you reveal that you are chosen, you are not just obeying, you are positioning yourself for God to move. This declaration is powerful. It is a key that unlocks doors, creates opportunities, and sets the stage for God to manifest His power in ways beyond your imagination. Remember, God has equipped you with everything you need to fulfill His purpose. You are not walking this journey alone. Every step you take is part of His perfect plan. Publicly declaring your chosenness is not about seeking fame. It is about opening the way for divine intervention. When you boldly step forward and proclaim your calling, you are laying the foundation for God to work in miraculous ways that will leave everyone in awe. God moves in His own time and His own way. Trust His process. Your declaration is not about forcing things to happen, but about believing in His perfect timing and allowing Him to work in your life in ways you never expected. When God intervenes, both you and those around you will be astonished by His miracles. Know that His plan is unfolding right now, and your declaration is the first step in witnessing His wonders come to life. This is the moment you have been waiting for. It is time to embrace your divine calling fully. Do not hold back any longer. You have been chosen for a purpose, and it is time for the world to know. The fears, the doubts, the insecurities, they no longer have power over you. God has chosen you, and that is all that matters. When you embrace your calling and declare it openly, you are not just changing your own life, you are changing the world. Your chosenness is not just a privilege, it is a mission. Step forward with courage and confidence, knowing that the Creator of the universe is guiding you every step of the way. Now is the time to step into your destiny, to proclaim your chosenness with boldness, and to trust that God's will is unfolding powerfully in your life. You are chosen. Now is the time to step up and declare it. It doesn't matter who doubts you, who mocks you, or who secretly hopes to see you fail. Those who ridicule you, those who want to see you stumble, they need to hear your voice louder than ever. When you publicly declare your chosenness, you are not just proving them wrong. You are making it clear to the world that nothing can stop God's plan for your life. This is not just a simple statement. This is a powerful declaration of faith, hope, and absolute trust in God's timing. When you step forward and proclaim this truth, It is not just an act of courage. It is an act of obedience to the power of God. Your critics will be silenced, and those who doubted you will witness God's hand at work in your life. And as you reveal this truth, doors that were once shut will open, and obstacles that once stood in your way will crumble before your eyes. God knows exactly what you are facing: financial struggles, health battles, emotional wounds that you silently carry. But He is saying to you, do not worry, I've got you in my hands. Speak your truth boldly, and watch as God proves every doubter wrong. The moment you declare it, God will move. He will show the world that you are not just ordinary, you are chosen. Now is the time to make it public. This is not the moment to shrink back in fear of what others might think. God is not asking you, what will they say? He is asking, what matters more, your fear or my plan? When you speak up, you are not just declaring something to people. You are affirming to yourself that you trust in God's purpose for your life. Those who doubted you, those who wanted to see you fail, they need to hear this. Their doubt has no power over you. In fact, your public declaration will shake their beliefs and force them to witness the undeniable power of God in your life. God knows why you hesitated. He sees the fear of judgment, rejection, and mockery that held you back. But He is telling you, do not worry. It is my job to prove them wrong. I will handle the rest. This declaration is not just about you. It is about bringing glory to God. When you step up and say that you are chosen, you are not only embracing your purpose, but also testifying to God's faithfulness and power. People need to hear your story. Even your critics, your enemies, and those who betrayed you. Let them hear it. Let them see how God has equipped you for greatness. When you make your chosenness public, you break free from the grip of rejection and doubt. Nothing and no one can stand in the way of God's plan for you. Your declaration will be the very thing that makes them recognize that God is moving in your life. And through this proclamation, doors will open and barriers will fall. Now is the time to step forward. Now is the time to declare it. You are not just anyone. You are chosen by God. The world needs to hear your story. Do not keep it hidden any longer. God is calling you now more than ever to declare your chosenness with confidence. Maybe you have been hesitant, afraid of what others might think or how they would react, but God is telling you, the time is now. No more hiding, no more second guessing. The world needs your declaration. You were chosen for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. You have been chosen, and that is why you must step into the position that God has destined for you. It doesn't matter who doubts you or who tries to discourage you. Those who mock you, those who want to see you fail, they need to hear your voice the loudest and clearest. When you declare your chosenness, you are showing them that nothing can stop God's plan for your life. This is your momentous time to stand tall, to shine, and to prove that you are not just ordinary. You are chosen by God. And this is not just a statement. It is a powerful declaration of faith, hope, and trust in His timing. This is not just a personal affirmation. It is an act of divine obedience that has the power to silence every opposition. When you make this truth public, doors that were once closed will open, and barriers that stood in your way will be torn down. God knows the struggles you face, your financial burdens, health challenges, and emotional pain. But He is telling you, do not worry, I've got you. Reveal your truth now and watch as God proves your doubters wrong. The moment you speak out, He will begin working, showing everyone who tried to hold you back that you are indeed chosen. You have been chosen, and now it is time to declare it. Do not fear what others will think. Ask yourself, what is more important, your fear or God's plan? When you speak out, you are not just telling people about your journey. You are testifying to the world that you trust God's purpose for your life. Nothing, no matter how difficult or daunting, can stand against His will. Even your critics, your skeptics, and those who wished for your downfall must hear this truth. In fact, revealing your chosenness is exactly what will shake their beliefs and challenge their assumptions. God knows every part of your life. He sees your struggles, your pain, and your fears. He understands why you've hesitated to declare your chosenness because you fear judgment, mockery, or rejection. But God is saying, do not worry. It is my duty to prove them wrong. I will take care of the rest. This declaration is not just for your benefit. It is for God's glory. Your obedience in speaking out will bring about a divine shift in your life. The moment you proclaim it, everything will begin to change. Watch as the very people who doubted you witness the power of God at work in your life. God is not asking you to keep your chosenness a secret. This is not a private matter, it is a public truth that must be shared with the world. When you boldly declare that you are chosen, you are not only announcing your purpose, but also glorifying God for His hand upon your life. It is a testimony of His faithfulness and the power He has placed within you. The people around you need to hear your story, the ones who doubted you, mocked you, and betrayed you. Let them hear it. Let them see how God has prepared you for greatness. By making your chosenness public, you are showing them that nothing can stop God's plan. Their rejection will no longer have power over you. In fact, your declaration will be the very thing that makes them take notice of God's work in your life. This public proclamation is also a key to unlocking doors that were once closed to you. God's will is greater than any challenge, any obstacle, or any limitation you face. When you declare your chosenness, you are giving God the green light to move in extraordinary ways. Step into the position that God has prepared for you and open up opportunities you never thought possible. He understands your fear when facing the truth that you are chosen. You fear criticism, ridicule, or the possibility of rejection. But God assures you that He is with you. It is His responsibility to prove to the world that His plan for you is unstoppable. Trust Him and step forward boldly. Your truth has power in this very moment. This is the time to walk in the calling that God has placed on your life. When you declare that you are chosen, you are not just saying something about yourself, you are proclaiming God's power, His favor, and His will in your life. The world needs to hear this truth because your testimony will bring hope, encouragement, and faith in the greatness of God. You may have fears. What if they laugh at me? What if they mock me? But God is saying, do not worry about their opinions, for this is about my glory, not yours. He has chosen you for this purpose, and He is giving you the strength and courage to speak it out boldly. Your doubters, your critics, those who wish to see you fail, they need to hear your declaration. This is not the time to shrink back. Stand up, stand firm, and declare that you are walking in God's will. When you do this, you will witness a shift. Those who once doubted you will be left speechless. They will watch in awe as God's power moves in your life, and they will have no choice but to acknowledge the truth of your chosenness. God knows your circumstances. He sees your financial struggles, your sickness, and the burdens weighing on your heart. But today He is saying, I have chosen you, and you do not need to fear. Trust Him to prove your doubters wrong. God's plan for your life is powerful, and it is time to make that power known to the world. When you reveal your chosenness, you are not only making a statement of faith, you are actively participating in God's divine plan. You are fulfilling a greater purpose by declaring to the world that you are called for greatness. It is easy to keep this truth to yourself, to stay silent out of fear of rejection. But God is saying, it is time to speak up. Do not let the fear of mockery or judgment keep you quiet. When you declare that you are chosen, you are giving God the opportunity to step in and prove every doubter wrong. This public declaration is a testimony of God's goodness and power. It is a statement that no matter what challenges you face, no matter how difficult the situation may be, you trust God's plan for your life. Your chosenness is not about you, it is about God's glory being revealed through you. And when you speak this truth, you invite God to move in ways that will leave the world in awe. He knows your fears. He knows that speaking up might make you feel vulnerable. But He is saying, I am with you. Do not be afraid. Step out in faith and watch how He honors your obedience. There is a voice inside you that has longed to be heard, the voice of your chosenness, the voice of your divine calling. Now is the time to let that voice echo throughout the world. Speak it out loud. Tell everyone that you are chosen by God. Do not keep it hidden any longer. This is your moment to proclaim the truth with confidence and courage. No matter who doubts you, no matter who has mocked you in the past, this is your time to declare God's plan over your life. When you do, you will witness how your enemies will be left in shock, unable to deny the power of God working in you. God's purpose for you is far greater than anything you have faced. He sees your struggles, but He also knows that you will overcome. So stand up, declare your chosenness, and let the world witness the glory of God through your life. God sees your pain and challenges, but He also knows the greatness He has placed within you. When you declare your chosenness, you align yourself with His will and open the door for His blessings to flow into your life. This is not just about you, it is about God's glory being revealed through you. Fear may try to silence you, but you have the power to break through it. God has given you the strength to stand up and declare that you are chosen, and He will walk with you every step of the way. Your life is a testimony of God's grace and power, and it is time for the world to see it. When you boldly declare that you are chosen by God, you are not just sharing your journey, you are proving that His plan for your life is unstoppable. Whenever someone doubts you, whenever someone mocks you, remember that your declaration will speak louder than their criticism. It does not matter who questions you. It does not matter if people think you are crazy or if they refuse to believe in the calling God has placed on your life. What matters is that you are chosen by the Creator of the universe, and His plans will always prevail. Your declaration of chosenness will silence the voices of doubt and fear, both within you and around you. God sees you, He knows your fears, your limitations, and the obstacles in your path. Yet He is saying to you, I have chosen you, and I will prove it to the world. When you step out in faith and declare it boldly, you allow God to move in powerful ways that will leave your doubters in awe. Your chosenness is a powerful tool for God's glory. When you reveal it, you allow His will to shine through you in ways that inspire and uplift others. Keep walking forward in faith and watch how God moves in your life. Your journey is unlike any other, and God is calling you to share that truth with the world. It is time to stop hiding and start revealing your chosenness. God has a great plan for your life, and He wants you to step forward in boldness, trusting that His will is greater than anything you could ever imagine. When you proclaim your chosenness, you declare your belief in God's power to perform miracles in your life. This is not about arrogant sight, it's about obedience. God is calling you to speak up and reveal to the world that you are chosen. Even those who have mocked you, criticized you, or wished you harm, let them hear the truth. Let them see the power of God's plan in your life. They may have tried to hold you back, but God is saying, it is time to reveal your truth. God knows your struggles, your financial stress, your sickness, your emotional pain, and the fear that tries to hold you captive. But He is saying, do not be afraid. Trust me. I will prove them wrong. Your declaration of chosenness will open doors that no one can close, and it will silence the voices that have tried to hold you back. When you step out in faith, you are not just revealing your own journey, you are revealing God's power and His ability to transform any situation. Trust in His timing and His plan, and watch how your life changes when you reveal your chosenness to the world. The time has come for you to make a declaration that will shake the very foundations of your life. You are chosen, and God is asking you to reveal that truth to the world. Your journey has not been easy, but it has been marked by divine purpose. By proclaiming your chosenness, you not only honor God, but you also honor your own story and the struggles you have overcome. The critics, the doubters, the mockers, they need to hear this truth. Let them see that nothing can stop God's plan for you. By revealing your chosenness, you are setting the stage for God to work wonders in your life. This is your opportunity to prove to the world that you are not defined by the opinions of others, but by the divine calling on your life. God knows your deepest fears. He knows the obstacles you face and the reasons you have hesitated to speak out. But He is telling you, I will prove them wrong. Your chosenness is not about you, it is about my glory. When you step out and declare it, you will see the impossible become possible. Watch how your life transforms when you trust God enough to speak your truth. His power will be evident in every area of your life, and your declaration will be the first step in a journey of divine revelation and blessing.